everyone, welcome back to the next episode of the Beach Court Podcast. We got the normal gang back. Parker is done moving. He's got a brand new setup behind him. He's, working on making it nice and fancy for all you guys. We got a big episode. Of course, the Seattle Regional Championships are this weekend. We'll provide our tier list and predictions live on the episode this week. I'll have some trivia where I'll try and stump the boys, and then we'll review all of the Champions League results from post-rotation over in Japan last weekend. And there were some new cards revealed, so we'll review some of those new cards and give our insights. But I'm Eric Ridgway. That's Max Corcoran, and we got Parker Greenwald here. Gentlemen, how was your weeks? We got Pokemon Day coming up tomorrow when this episode comes out. How's your week going? You guys excited for that?
Super excited for Pokemon Day. I gotta say, it's a small letdown compared to last year's Pokemon Day. Just like the kit that they give for everybody.
Well,
Still pretty
Pokemon Day hasn't
cool.
even happened yet, right? They're gonna be
Yeah.
yo, every single person who owns a booster pack is gonna get they can do anything. I'm pumped for what is to come.
True.
but
Visit your
in terms
GameStop
of
store and you
chaos.
won't get scalped today. Woo!
Yo, bring a Pokemon card to your local McDonald's and they will give you the franchise. Whatever.
Yeah.
No, but I know Parker is gearing up for the Pokemon Day tournament. I mean, they still got some good stuff. I mean, still have Phantasmal Flames ETB.
Yeah.
I know, like last year was like Paldean Fates, which was pretty sweet.
Yeah,
That was like 3 different Paldean Fate
packs.
things. Yeah.
Yeah.
I won like the big like Scarolege. No, not
Skeledurge?
Skeledurge. Skeledurge. That's the one. I know
You're trying to say
Pokemon. in case you didn't-
Cerulege.
I was thinking Cerulege. I was thinking the deck that's winning Seattle, Cerulege.
You've
but
been
instead
playing
I
way
always
too
said-
much Cerulege lately,
I'm
apparently.
playing Scarolege. Now it doesn't even sound like a word. I'll stop talking now.
Remember when everyone
It's
like
on
actually talked
board.
about that card being good for a little bit?
Well,
It's
the
good.
one that came in the Paldean Fates box was the one from Scarlet Valley Base, or actually no, from Paldea Evolved. And that one was always bad.
Okay.
But the other one, the Terra one, that's like discard a fire, deal 60 extra.
Yeah.
Like that one could still be good.
maybe it's time
Fire
to look at
breather
post-rotation,
with
yeah.
7
Oh shoot.
Scuradurges and
A dude
discard
Skeledurge,
damage.
bro. Skeledurge.
Badoo for 250. Itchy Pollen.
And dude, but you
Fire breather and do it 4 times.
That's what I mean. It could be good.
Bro, Itchy Pollen for 250 would be insane.
Oh, you're playing a Zoroark? Oh, cool. 500 with the Badoo.
Yo.
Get
We're
bodied.
Now we're
Get back
cooking.
to Reshiram format
If you're listening and you want to play that deck, build us a list and we'll play it.
of Say it again.
Skeledurge Badoo.
Skeledurge.
Badoo.
Skeledurge. Okay.
Maddox, you're usually the one giving me
Yeah, you
pronunciation.
usually the one, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Really,
again,
Eric.
I mean, to be fair, like Eric just butchers the name of most Pokemon, so like I kind of have to correct.
Yeah, but I got this one.
Skeledurge. Yeah, I mean, you did. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I got no excuse. I'm sorry, everyone. I'll head back to the shop, read my official pronunciations list on Cerebi, and come back better prepared for next week.
All right.
Sarah, what? Sarah
Not
B?
Cerulege, but Skeledurge.
There you go. Skeledurge.
Okay.
Nice.
It's like that time when we went over the what is this Pokemon, and Eric could not remember Pokemon from earlier in the
Now
segment.
listen, don't ask me what Skeledurge evolves from because I don't have a freaking clue.
Wait, there's no way.
I have no idea.
You don't know about? Wait, no, it's Fuecoco and then Crocolore.
Rockalore.
Oh wait, is that the evolution though?
Yeah.
Oh. I
Bro
didn't
doesn't know Ball. Come on, I can't say the names, but I know where they are
Anyways.
spatially.
Well, and what's sad is I watch all of the Horizon stuff too, and I should have known that. He hasn't evolved the Skeledurge yet in the show, so I mean.
That's true.
All right. Anyways,
Pokemon Day will be hype.
Pokemon Day will be hype. Maddox, your favorite Pokemon is Mew. We all know that. What's the backstory of that?
I got the little Mew corner here. I mean, honestly, like Mew's just always been one of those like cool Pokemon. It wasn't probably like my core favorite for like most of my life. Again, earlier was a lot of like Charizard, like fire types. I still got some Growlithe, Flareon love over here in the back. But really like when I leaned into the TCG was like enjoying Mew more. I like my sister and I have always enjoyed Mew, and I think back to that one time when they had Oreos that had Pokemon on them. That my mom pulled the rare Mew Oreo, and we're like, "Oh, we got the Mew Oreo!" And that was like, so there's just like Mew's just kind of always been ever present. So then when I started playing more competitively, picked up Mew VMAX as a deck that I liked, continued playing it, saw success with it. Then just kind of became my guy, and now I just like Mew. And like
and
you
then
can't
you
go wrong. It's
judged your
just a cute
lost
little guy.
Pokemon 5-6 times.
Then
Yeah, I did a lot of Judge Path with Mew. I did a lot of Alessa Sparkle, Melodious Echo for 240, and had a good time. So
All right.
mhm.
you
Parker, what's your
tossed
favorite
the-
Pokemon and what's the backstory for you?
So I gotta say I have like a cute favorite and like a whatever favorite.
Sure.
Cute favorite is Fennekin.
Okay.
I was like in college when like XY was out, and I was watching every episode. I was like, this is a cute little dude.
Nice
This
hat.
guy's real cute. Like Serena's Fennekin and stuff.
Is he technically a dog?
That's a Fennec.
Right.
Bro,
Sounds
this
like a
guy does not know
fox.
ball.
Right, but is
He
he
doesn't know
technically a
real
dog?
animals, bro.
Bro, this guy's got a podcast. What is going
At
on?
least this isn't a nature podcast.
All right. Anyways, moving on. What's your
Oh.
serious one?
So it's Giratina, and it's not because I'm an edgelord or anything.
That's because you
I
like
have
to
a
play Lost
backstory.
Zone.
No, I mean I did, but the backstory on that is I was on the plane home from Michigan. I was in Turnback Cave, and I was like, "What the heck is this?" Because there's like I didn't go on the internet to like really search up Pokemon stuff.
Well, you're on the way back from Michigan and you're like playing a Pokemon game.
Yeah,
Yes,
I was
yeah.
playing.
I got that
Diamond
context.
on
Playing
the
Platinum,
airplane.
I was like, yo, I was in Michigan and then I was in the distortion world. I don't know what happened, bro.
yeah. So this was actually on Diamond before
Oh.
before Platinum and stuff. So I was in Turnback Cave, and I guess I solved the puzzle, and I like saw it. I was like, what is this? Like, it doesn't even look like a Pokemon. So I like obviously I saved before I did it. Oh, he's a battle. It was like, dude, and it's like, oh, this is super cool. Like I knew nothing about it. Like,
Did you Master Ball him or did you?
no,
actually-
no, I don't master ball. I always end the game with like 2 master balls from some reason.
There you go. All right. That's a good story.
And then when the origin form came out, we're all like, he floats. What the?
It
Sick.
Yeah.
Eric doesn't know what we're talking about.
No clue.
Mine's
My-
Charmander.
Yeah, it is. And that's what's wrong with that. Listen, little guy is under the little green leaf, and that memory will always stick in my head. Okay. Like
Mhm.
as a kid, I was hurt during that episode. Like,
I was hurt too.
how do you
Wait a minute.
leave your Pokemon under the rock in the rain, bro? Like
Ready to
since that
box that
day.
bitch.
Me too, bro. I was ready to jump through the TV and like throw hands on. It was Gary, right? I was ready.
No.
To
Nah,
fight.
no, no,
I
no,
was
yeah,
just-
bro. Not the Gary slander out of nowhere.
Wait, who was
Listen,
it?
he's
Was
a
it
bad
it?
guy for different reasons. It's some no-name
It
trainer.
was like it was just like random
Oh,
trade
okay.
picks.
Okay. Well, I was ready to throw
Wait,
hands.
let's get the name. You keep going. I'll find the name so we can trash this random name.
So Charmander is like my boy. I got like Charmander stuff everywhere. Like I'll sell some Pokemon Center ATBs, but that Charmander one that's up there that's worth the most, I'm never selling that thing. Like it's just not happening, bro. So
True.
if you have any Charmander cool stuff and you see me at a tournament, I'll take it. I'll never say no. And my friend got me some Charmander box up there. I had no idea where that came from, and it was really cool. It was like a Charmander collection.
The guy's name's Damien, bragging
Damien.
on
Oh,
Pokemon stats
Damien.
that-
about
Yeah.
he left a Charmander in the forest because it was too weak.
Oh
Man.
my god, bro.
Yo, listen, if there's a
Damien?
Damien out there, we know you're better than this Damien from the show.
We're
We
coming
believe in
for you,
you.
Damien. You guys excited
Let us
for
know in the comments if you want to throw hands with Damien.
Are you guys excited for Fire Red and Leaf Green and Switch 2 tomorrow?
Switch. I don't have a Switch 2, so I guess not.
Can you
Oh, it's on
only
Switch
play it
one.
on Switch 2?
No, you can play it in any
I think it's
Switch
just
1
in
or
like the
Switch 2.
Switch store. I
Yeah, no,
think.
you just buy it off the eShop.
Yeah.
And Fire Red was my first Pokemon game that I played, so that does hold a soft spot for me. I think I do have the cartridge around somewhere, so I can always go and play it as well. But hey, like more accessibility of a beloved game, like I'm all for it.
Yeah, someone told me it's only on Switch 2, and I'm like, ain't no way.
That
bro.
is what we call in the business not true.
It's on Switch and Switch 2. Sick.
Somewhere at my parents' house, unless like my sister sold them, I have like almost every Pokemon game.
Seriously?
I need to find that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I got a good chunk of them. I try to always buy the Pokemon games in like the physical form, just because they're kind of timeless like that.
Yeah.
Even like ZA bought physical form. There's like random ones I think like Alpha Sapphire I bought as digital, not set in my 3DS. I'm like, dang it, man. But
You got Parker, go get those and like get them framed and put it up behind you, man.
I should. I gotta find them, man.
That's like a really cool piece.
I've looked like a lot, and I couldn't find them.
That's one of my favorite things. Was it Hawaii, Maddox, where they had the museum of all the old systems? One of the big tournaments had it. It might have been the IC.
oh, you're talking about like at Pokemon tournaments. Yeah, I mean they had it in Anaheim as well. I think starting in Hawaii,
Okay.
they have a display that was like, hey, here's like
It
the
was so
history of the
cool.
consoles and all the games. And then also like on the other side of that, and at least in Anaheim, they had the history of like the World Championship. So you can go and see, hey,
Yeah.
for all these years, here's who won, here's the teams that they all use, things like that. So
Cool.
always nice to have those little pieces of history. I mean, then like have the hardware itself. I also know like Nintendo New York. I've been there a few times and a big fan of that. They have like a living collection of all of the Nintendo consoles, which is always like
They're gonna be doing they're trying to break a record with like most Marios in one place. Did you see that?
No, but that is sweet.
They're gonna have like
I'll
a bunch
meet
of
y'all
like,
in New York City.
so many people dressing up as Mario to come like be the most Mario.
I'll have to bust out the my 12-year-old Mario costume. Definitely don't have those overalls I wore back as a kid anymore, nor do they fit.
Let's see. I saw this today.
Dude,
All right, here we go. New York City to host world's largest Mario gathering at GameStop.
Not the GameStop, bro.
From 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Tuesday.
On Mario
March 10th.
Day, March 10th, of course.
Why is it 310? I don't know that.
It's just MAR 10.
Oh, sure.
Mario.
Sure. Okay, got it. Okay.
Because it looks like Mario.
Right, because it's March 10th. Yeah, understood. Following. Anyways, if you've stuck along this long in the episode, press like, comment, subscribe, and let's get to our content. Here we go. All right, let's get to the Seattle tier list. We've got a tournament this weekend in Seattle, and we're gonna give you our thoughts on our tier list. All right, let's pick up the D tier decks. What goes in D?
You'll get Gardevoir. No, it's probably pretty good. Probably doesn't belong in D.
Yeah, I mean Kang Booth probably down in D.
Yeah, I mean Kang Booth just not. I mean like decent, but we still don't have a great Goldango answer, which is really just kind of holding it down. Maybe it's a little bit higher, but again, I mean there's just some decks that are pretty low play rate, right? Flareon, Noctowl, unless it's Emma. You're probably not doing that well with this deck. Ceruledge doesn't have a lot of great showings. I mean, Alakazam, Dunsparce, not much going there. Again, I mean, it's a format that's been played out a little bit, so we're kind of really expecting these top contenders to remain top contenders. And then especially given the European International Championship, we see big moves from Mega Absol, of course, winning. Zoroark having some strong finishes by strong pilots, and Goldango with a second place. So,
no.
All right, so this is what I have so far. Flareon, Noctowl, Ceruledge, and Alakazam in C, and Kang Booth in D.
Did anyone send us their favorite deck and tell us to put it in D tier?
No one did that yet. I mean, but Kang Booth just might win the regional if we keep it like this.
You think Tanky Kangi is worse than like Alakazam in this meta?
I think so, yeah.
Hey.
I mean, like
you can't beat Dango.
Here, I mean, they're all mid. I mean, like I don't know, man. I mean, Alakazam like is decent. Just because, like, you're beating everything. You're, in theory, beating everything that's not Gardevoir or Dragapult or Grimmsnarl or anything with Dusknoir, which is actually a lot of decks if you think about it. That's what's
and multiple copies of Iono.
Want to move it down? We can move it down.
I mean, it's neither here nor there.
You run over a bunch of Dangos and stuff. I don't know.
Parker, make a decision, C or D?
C.
Okay. All right, let's talk about Charizard Pidgeot next. We got three Charizard variants on here. Charizard Pidgeot, Charizard Noctowl, Charizard Dragapult. So out of those three, which one is the best variant? Donzard, right?
So I was pretty high and mighty on Donzard, but he has let me down the past 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I'm just consistently drawing bad hands. It seems like I am. I think that's probably not the best one right now. I think
Yeah, I think the problem with Donzard, again, very strong deck, is one, there's still people respecting the
Watchtower.
colorless Pokemon with Watchtowers, things like that. And again, like Dragapult is seeing so much play right now that you still have a tricky time. So if you want to have a better Dragapult matchup, then I think you got to play Dragapult Charizard, which is also giving us a little glimpse of post rotation, just how powerful Unfair Stamp can be. So honestly, if I were playing a Charizard deck right now, my go-to for Seattle would be Dragapult Charizard.
Okay.
I think the combination of that gives you that extra flexibility that you need. The Charizard, excuse me, Donzard, I think a little too predictable in what it's going to do, and Charizard Pidgeot just not consistent enough, in my opinion.
All right, so we got Dragapult Charizard and A is what we're saying. Everyone good with that? It's the best Charizard deck.
I think so.
I'm fine with that.
And then what about the other two? Do they belong in B or should we drop them lower?
I don't think they could be lower than B.
Yeah, I mean, I can see Donzard still being at the low end of A. It kind of depends on where we put it relative to everything else.
All right, let's keep it in B for now and we'll come back to it. All right, everyone's favorite pet deck, Raging Bolt. It's the one hit, big stick in the meta right now. Kind of loses to Gardevoir, but beats Mega Absol. As long as you have a couple of switch outs, beats Dragapult, Dusknoir, all these Charizard decks, has a good time into it. But the Goldingo matchup ain't that good. But we see people consistently doing well with Raging Bolt. Like it's not winning, but it's not like at the bottom tables only, right? So where do we want to put this deck?
I don't even know if beating Bolt is correct. I mean, the matchup data from EOIC shows that 53%, but it feels like closer than that, or that it can get out of hand really quick.
I mean, it's literally just like, do you come back from Dusknoir Iono, right?
Yeah, not fair enough.
Like that's pretty much like that's where Dragapult tries to win. It's like, okay, here Dusknoir you won, Iono, probably KO your Mew if it's in play, and then.
And do you have enough draw to get out of it? That's fair.
Right.
The Wellspring option does give it a little bit of extra board wipe potential too, giving you some percentage. But Parker, what do you think this is right now?
Doesn't Dragapult always win that matchup in 2 attacks, basically, though?
Not always. It just depends on if you play Owls or not. If you play Owls, for sure, it's like.
Well, stop. Everyone's playing Owls except for you. So we got to talk about this in context of Owls.
So is Emily not a person? Jesus, come on.
Emily is a person. Okay, we can talk about this all you want, but go find me the highest placing EUIC list without Owls, right?
On it.
I mean, like, it's.
That was a trivia question.
I clicked the first 5. Okay, there's a Joltik Hands, which doesn't count. The first, there's a Joltik Hands a little higher than a No Owls Bolt, right? I'm going to keep clicking. I'm through the next 10. I mean, they're all, okay, 1 without Owls.
Yeah, where?
I don't know, 200. Okay, 216th place.
Let's go, Enzo Duval, my man. Unfair stamp, Raging Bolt, no Owls. Let's go.
No,
that's cooking. That's post rotation.
Yeah, this is Crispin's corner right here. But okay, anyways, right. So the point is, we have again the most popular list, the Chilean list, that's utilizing Wellspring, gives you some extra play and stronger 2-prize potential into Dragapult. I also think Baby Bolt still just being very aggressive in that, since not all of these lists are playing rare candy. Given that, right, I think you're still okay into Bolt. You're still slightly favored. But overall, I mean, Bolt, I think, is just not quite seeing the success getting collateraled by some of the Watchtowers. Again, just with strong Guardy and like Dragapult Zard entering the meta, like you have a tough time with a lot of these Zards. So I think for that reason, I'd still keep it in like B tier, where it is still solid. We know it's going to have a couple, good showings, but ultimately just like a lower power level and lower potential than a lot of these other decks we're going to talk about.
I could see it in B tier.
That's where I was going to put it.
I think B is good. All right, let's talk about everyone's favorite dark deck, and that's not Grimmsnarl. It's Zoroark. There is no Zekroms in Seattle, so sorry, Ends players. You got to play it like it is today, a little bit weaker, but still had some good finishes in Europe. Had two top 8s. We had Christian on last week talk about Zoroark. He's been playing it well. Liam's been playing it well. We know the top players will do well with the list, but overall, where do you guys see Zoroark being positioned in the current meta?
General public, probably like C. For top players, A. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that being a big gap for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I still think Zoroark isn't a deck that you necessarily need to worry about, right? We look at the top 3 finishes of Zoroark from London, which is Liam Halliburton, Christian Labella, and Vinny Fernandez. All of them top 32 or better. Next highest placing one is 172nd, right? So this isn't like, oh, this deck is so inherently strong.
Right.
Like it's just a matter like when, of course, like people are doing well with it. It's like, well, no, I think you're like really trying to like scrape through a lot of these unless you're playing at near perfect levels. So I think for that reason, like again, when a deck requires that much to be successful, like I mean, Liam and Christian are playing Zoroark anyways, but everyone else who hasn't played as much time with Zoroark with them, it's probably B tier play, bottom of B. I think the highest, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I could see that. I think it's better than like Cerule Edge and Alakazam for sure. So I could put it
Yeah.
here. Put it in
See,
B.
if you're
But the
playing
problem is
Enzoroark, oh sorry,
go ahead. No,
I'm
no,
gonna
go, go,
say,
go.
if you're playing Enzoroark, you have potential to win the tournament. I think if you're playing Cerule Edge or Alakazam, you are not trying to win the tournament.
That's a good way to look at it.
Mhm.
All right, moving on to our favorite psychic Pokemon, Gardevoir. We got 2 variants here, Jelly and Gardevoir. Maddox, if you were going to Seattle, which one would you be more scared of? Which one do you think is better positioned?
I still think the better way to play Gardevoir right now is still that Chow build, right? That's what we've seen Makani make top 8 at UIC with. We see pretty similar to that Makani build. Actually, I still think the exact Chow build. But again, just that, I mean, you want the Turbo Guardy aspect is a little extra consistent. You have the Evos for the rise in Pult, dealing with item lock. I think, again, this deck sets up more than other decks. And I think ultimately, if you're trying to have a stronger tournament run, then you need to play that best version of it, which I think is without Jelly right now. Obviously, Jelly, great call in great pilot's hands, but right now I just like all the options you get with the Charm, Lux Cape, Frillish, standard package of Turbo Guardy.
Parker, you agree with all that? You got anything to say?
I think in general that it's a little bit stronger. I do like Jelly Guardy still. Yeah, I would never count that out, but like
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like its bad matchups are kind of worse when you play the Jelly. So I don't.
Yeah, I mean, it
Unless
just
you
seems
just
like
spam games.
respecting the item lock is like better than like item locking yourself, I guess. That's kind of where the deck goes.
Yeah.
So are we putting Guardy Jelly in A and regular Guardy in S?
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with it.
All right. The other dark deck, one of the other dark decks that's been on the rise is Grim Snarl. I think in London we had one just on the outside looking in, I think, somewhere.
The highest placing was top 32.
Oh, that's a Frost Sauce Monkey at 19th. Okay. Yeah, 29th, 32nd. So had some decent finishes. Grim Snarl is just a deck that, like, when you set up, you play the game and you spread damage counters. You try to hit some psychic weak decks. You kind of have a favorite Dragon Ball matchup, which is a really good thing to have in the format. So, I mean, I'm gonna kind of put that out there. I think Grim's an A tier deck. You guys' opinion?
I agree.
Alex,
I,
tell
I,
us.
I see it on that A to B line again.
Yeah, I see it too. Yeah.
It's like, I think what has been good is that a lot of the Grimstars are playing like these no nonsense builds, right? Where they're just saying, "Hey, I'm playing a 3/3 Frostlass," and just like cutting the junk and just playing like straight as consistent as possible. That's what we see the most successful lists doing, even as high as like 4 Spikemuth type of things. So I do like to see those inclusions. I think for that reason, it's like pushing up there. It's still just a deck that I feel a little bit like, you're losing a lot of weird stuff. You can still lose all of your top of the meta matchups. I'm okay with the bottom of A. I do think Donzard's a little better than Grimstar right now. So kind of wherever you want to adjust that when we get to our overall like finalized tier list.
I'll keep it like that for now. Okay. So right now we'll put in A and we'll revisit in a minute. Mega Absolback box just coming off the win. Had 3 top cuts in London, we know it's a strong deck. We know, it has attack is really good, and Tords played it for a very long time. Showed us how to play the Risky Ruins package, but didn't play it in London. Played the Cornerstone package instead. So, where do we see these Absol box going as we get towards Seattle? We see him going back towards the Cornerstone, or we see him kind of copying Edwin's list, or like the winner with the Toad Scroll line. What are their kind of like Goldango techs, and where do they find themselves in the meta?
Um, I like the. I actually really like the 2-1 Toad School line. Um, I think that kind of just is the answer. Like Cornerstone, like kind of walls Dango, but they're like playing the bunny, or they're like they're doing stuff like that to get around it, and then like after they deal with your guy, like it's kind of over from there. But I don't know. I think the 2-1 Toad School. As long as you don't prize one of the Toad Schools like I did, you're good.
I mean, if you play the Toad School, I wouldn't play Erie.
No.
No,
I don't know if Toad School's enough. Like,
I still like the guy I played the last round of Vegas played like 206, which was like
yeah, I don't know if I feel about that, but
crazy.
I like one copy of Erie at the turn you're gonna attack. If you can do it, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what's interesting for EUIC is that the meta kind of came back around to the Las Vegas meta. We kind of like developed in a circle type of thing. So we saw Tord bringing the Cornerstone package, really the exact same 60 of his Las Vegas regional winning list. And then we saw even Liam Halliburton and Christian Labella play an extremely, extremely similar list to what Liam got second with in Vegas. So I think the piece here, right, with Mega Absol winning, it's on everyone's radar at this point, right? I think Goldangos, for that reason, need to have some sort of game plan for the Toad Scroll. Maybe they think the Mawile and Hops Cramorant is enough to deal with that in Mega Absol. Maybe they go back to playing low punny builds. Drew Stevenson's just his group is kind of never playing low punny. So I think that's, again, more of his player difference that they say, hey, we prefer box and Mega Mawile to anything else. So I think if it were, I think from my thoughts on Mega Absol is, again, it's got attention. It's still an A tier play. I do think the way that it's going to go is probably going to be a split. Actually, I was going to say it's going to be a split between Cornerstone and Toad Scroll, but I think a lot of people are really just going to move towards the Toad Scroll and say, hey, I need a hard tech answer. Cornerstone's not quite going to cut it.
Sure.
And Cornerstone doesn't do enough into probably the most popular variants of Zard, which would be Dawn Zard or Dragapult Charizard. So actually, like Dragapult Charizard, you have a fine matchup into. Actually, you don't, you're even without Cornerstone, you have a fine matchup into that. But really, since Dawn Zard is going to be the more popular build, you have an awful time into that matchup no matter what you do.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like the Toad Scroll for me isn't enough. Like, I feel like you also need the Eries in there in combination, because it really just like fixes the prize map a little bit for Dango, right? Like the 3-1-2 line is pretty good. It's not that bad, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm okay with it being an A. It's a good deck, obviously. I don't think it's S tier by any means. All right, so now we're down to the two most popular decks in the room, Goldango and Dragapult Dusknoir. So Goldango just came off of a finals appearance in EUIC. It's been a deck that hasn't really won a large tournament yet. I mean, it won.
You say Goldango?
Yeah, I mean, it won in Australia, but that wasn't a large
That's won a
tournament.
regional, not in this format. Are you talking about this format or in general?
This format, yeah.
Okay, yeah, in this format it hasn't.
I mean, this is a very long format for Dango to be this good and not, winning a lot. So I'm just curious, is it an S tier deck, or is it just a really good A tier deck?
I don't know. It's like it's so good, but I think it's kind of a run hot deck. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe not like good player drawing well. Like it's like feels bad if you're playing against a good player and they're like just drawing well. It's like, how do I ever beat this? But like I don't know. Some games, they open, give you go pass. You go. I don't know. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's a good point you make, right? I mean, Dango is so format defining that we have to kind of consider in that context, right? if we're looking ahead to Vegas, or sorry, not Vegas, Seattle, then it's just like how good of a play is Goldango? And like, and the answer is like to your point, it's like it's still a good play, but everyone's ready for it. So given that, then is it still an S tier play despite that? I think I agree. Where the answer is probably no.
It's like the top of A,
Yeah, that's what I think too.
but like, yeah,
All right, well then, big bad Dragapult Dusknoir. Are we gonna put this next to Guardy? Has to be an S,
I
right?
would say so.
Like it just has so many tools, and has jamming tower to turn off your tools, and it really just is like the one of the best comeback decks and draw engines that we've had in format for a long time, probably since Refinement Corellia. So I mean, are we S tier deck? Anything to say different?
Again, we saw it with a low. Again, we didn't see any Dragapult Dusknoir strictly in ASIM at London.
Yeah.
And again, if we talk about this cyclical format, right? When you start disrespecting Pult, that's right when it's poised to make a comeback. I think this deck is still really, really good and is one to be respected. And I honestly wouldn't be surprised to see it with a really, really good showing in Seattle.
Yeah, me too.
Probably trim A down a little bit.
Trim A down a little bit. We could put Grim in B.
That's fine with me.
I think Charizard.
I think it's top. I think it's top of B. I think it's top of B. Yeah, but I think Charizard Noctowl is a little better than it. What you think, Parker?
Yeah. That's good. Yeah. And if we're ordering it, I think like Zoroark's above Bolt.
For sure. I think Zoroark's above Charizard Pidgeot too.
That's fair.
All right. So this is our tier list. Congratulations to Kangaskhan Buffalont players. You have won Seattle. So congratulations.
There we go. Kangi, rise up.
Tanky Kangi. All right, got a couple of quick predictions here for you before we move on to our next topic. First up is which deck will have the higher finish in Seattle? Grimmsnarl or Zoroark? So basically I'm saying which dark deck is better?
See, in my opinion, this isn't a question of which deck is better. It's a matter of who is going.
Yeah.
I think like if Liam and Christian are going, then I'm betting Zoroark. If they're not going, then like Grimmsnarl, like I'll bet the house on Grimmsnarl.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's basically like.
I mean, yeah.
We don't have
Liam has his invite. Christian just did fine enough. I don't know. I mean, Christian's got school stuff. We talked to him last week. I'm going Grim. I don't think Liam or Christian are showing up.
Yeah, I'll go Grim.
All right, I'm going in Zoroark just because it did so good.
No, it's good.
People are starting to practice their in Zoroark. They're trading. They got their Zekroms on their desks from their Ascended Heroes ETB, and they're just like chomping at the bit to put that thing in their deck. So
they are.
We gotta get it figured out. All right, next up. Will we see a deck that wasn't on the first page of the Metashare graphic in Seattle make top cut? Think something like Raging Bolt or Alakazam, something that's not going to be on the graphic, page one graphic. Will we see one of those decks make top cut? I'm talking about ASIM, so ASIM included.
I'm talking yes.
All right. Yes. Parker says yes. What deck do you think it would be?
I think there will be like a Bolt on there or something like that.
Maddox, what do you say?
Yeah, I'm going easy. Yes, right. I mean, we've shown the graphic to be really just like. Wait, so we got 6 decks. We got like Dango, Pult, a Zard deck, 2 Guardies, and then like the Grim. We got the Zoroark, like the whatever that last one is, and like, or maybe it'll be Mega Absol, right? So I'm like, am I saying are any of these the next decks after the top 5 gonna make it? And I think for sure. I think one of them will. I don't know which one. Maybe actually it's probably Grimmy. Honestly, it's probably our boy Grimmy.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes too, and I'm probably like an N Zoroark makes it.
Now again, if Christian and Liam are there, like easy N Zoroark in like honestly in finals, but without them there, I don't think I got a chance.
All right, $1 million question: what deck wins Seattle Regional Championships? The last tournament in the Phantasmal Flames format. What deck wins?
Dragapult Duststorm.
Dragapult Duststorm takes the dub. Okay.
Eric, what you think?
I mean, I'm tempted to say Tenki Kangi after our tier list.
That is one of the takes of all time.
What do I think?
It's certainly a take.
I think so. If I say Gardevoir, do I have to be specific on which Gardevoir it is?
Yes, because you
don't-
asked.
I don't like that.
Because you asked. Absolutely.
If I say Charizard, do I have to be specific on which Charizard?
Because you asked, yes.
All right, I'm gonna go with Gardevoir just because it's just so good. I hate that it's so good, but it's so good. We know Henry Chow is preparing to, and he's ready to cook.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go Gardevoir.
Let's see. For me, so I was looking back at the last time we had a Seattle Regionals, and actually it was back in 2017.
Yeah,
We
it's been
saw
a while.
Sam Chen with Drampa Garbodor. So I was thinking, what's a Drampa Garbodor inspired deck? We got like Trashalange attackers with like but maybe just psychic attackers. We got the big colorless attackers. So I was trying to think about this, and honestly, actually no, I'm changing my mind here. We're going locking it down like we did with Garbodor back in the day. Give me Guardy Jelly.
Guardy Jelly. All right.
You need to reprint Trashalanche on not a fossil Pokemon.
Nah, the not Caracosta, the Tortuga.
Yeah, Tortuga.
is
Yeah.
goated.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the fossil though.
Does Eric know what Pokemon we're talking about?
I mean, I know there's Tortuga, yeah. Anyways, moving on. We got our trivia segment coming up next. But before we do, gonna give a quick shout out to FCBC, some of the best sleeves in the game. I just re-sleeved my Toronto deck that I'm locking in. I pretty much have my 60 ready. Houston, excuse me.
Toronto.
Yeah,
Toronto.
my Houston deck is sleeved up and ready in my blood red. So I got another pack of them right here.
Blood red for your hands hitting the table after you lift generators all day.
All day, baby.
Yeah, I know FCBC again taking care of us with the good sleeves. They're restocking soon, so keep it on the website. Snag a sleeve or two to hold you over, and then stay tuned for that restock.
Do we know
All
when
your favorite
that?
colors coming soon?
Do we know when that giveaway winner is going to go to a regional? Do we know what regional they're going to yet?
Yes, they'll be at Houston, so we'll meet the
Hey,
winner of the travel
Houston.
grant there. Yeah.
All right, I can't wait to meet them. That'd be great. I might have to hang out with them. All right, so I got my trivia question, and I have a fun trivia question first because you guys were clowning me in the pre-prep.
No such thing.
So, how many EXs are in Ascended Heroes? Since you like to clown.
All right, Parker, you did all your
That-
memorization off screen, right, earlier?
Yeah, there's 39.
Jeez, there is 39.
Oh wait, we got it. Let's go. We're goaded.
How'd you
I had
pull
no
that?
idea.
I was like, he's gonna ask. I went and I counted.
Of course you did.
What a guy.
Dude,
Thank
that's
you, Parker, for
crazy how
working
many
out.
there are. Like there's 39.
That is crazy. Yeah.
And most of them
Speaking-
are just straight up reprints, right?
Yeah, most of them are straight up reprints. Yeah. Speaking of how many cards are in Ascended Heroes, my actual trivia question is: Ascended Heroes is now confirmed to be the largest English set to ever be released. We just talked about there's 39 EXs. This set has 295 cards, and 78 of them are secret rares. Crazy set,
Yeah.
right? Which set held the previous record for largest English set ever?
Fusion Strike.
Wait, really?
Is it not?
Was there not something more recent? I mean, Prismatic still had a lot.
I thought Prismatic Secco was like in the hundreds though. I mean, I guess there's like a billion SIRs and stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Was Fusion Strike that big of a set?
It's
Including
264.
SR?
264 is there.
What do you say this one was? Like 290 something?
This
Yeah.
one 295.
I mean, you can't argue with the numbers, right? How likely is there between 264 and 290? I'll just let this be the Parker show, just nailing both trivia questions.
You guys locking in
Yeah, I'm
Fusion
just gonna
Strike?
say Fusion Strike. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll send it. Can't go wrong with Mew right before Pokemon Day.
Fusion Strike from 2021 is correct. However, it had 284 cards, Parker, not 64.
Well, I was just thinking the set code. I was like That's
Wait,
264.
the set code was 264.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
I remember from all the times I typed out a Mew deck list and didn't play it.
Well, that was your problem. You should have
I should have played it.
The
Played it
Prismatic,
smart.
by the way, had over 175 cards. But
Yeah.
including the special rares, alternate arts, and special illustration rares, it exceeded 400 cards. Like the master set's estimated to be between 347 and 480 cards, depending on if variants like Master Ball
Estimate.
reverses are included.
Okay. Makes sense.
But there's so many cards, but there's over. I mean, there's 223 just Pokemon
Yeah.
in Fusion Strike, like both like just regular old
Just
Pokemon. Like what the heck?
Bulk.
And Mew VMAX.
I mean, there's 180 in Ascended.
Okay, so I should have. I mean, I guess if I actually, I should know this because Fusion Strike Energy would have been
Gonna say.
244. So I've definitely written that on a deck list.
I was gonna say I was surprised. It's like
Yeah, Parker knew that right off the rip.
244.
I said,
Man,
I would write like 3 deck lists before every cup, and I would just not.
Bro, I don't write
we
deck
just
lists anymore, man. I print them. I ain't got no time to write no deck list.
I'm trying to go back in Arcane 9 and see if I can find. Do I have old Mew VMAX lists in here still?
Probably not. They're probably archived at this point.
Nah, we still
I
got them.
think they're still in there. I think my best win deck.
Oh no, I'm having regrets scrolling past the time I played a Roaring Moon to Dunsparce. But
That was Orlando, yeah.
yeah. Actually, wait, no, Fusion Strike Energy. No, well, I guess on Arcane 9, it doesn't have the number next to it. You just searched it. Thanks for type it in, but
It's crazy that we both played Roaring Moon to Orlando, but our decks were very different.
true.
That is true. You played one of you played the leaves.
That was
right?
me. That was me.
Yeah.
Actually, it is funny. I'm looking back my one when I got third at Portland. The title of my deck list was top 32 or bust, and I did get top 32. So like, honestly, pretty proud of that betting on myself moment. Submitted at 12:29 a.m. Actually, that's Eastern. Oh, so that was 9:30. I got a good night's sleep that night. That's fine. So.
All right, well, let's move on to our next topic, which is the Champions League results from Fukuoka. Matt Parker. You know this one? Fukuoka?
Fukuoka, I guess.
Anyways, Champions League results. We have top 16 here on Limitless. I think there's more on like Pokekabook if you go out there and like dig for them. There's a lot of data out there actually. So if you're looking at for information about post-rotation tournaments, definitely go check out Pokekabook. They have a lot of good information. But we did see, again, we just talked about it, Mega Absol winning in UIC. Mega Absol took down the second place deck, the surprise of the tournament, Teal Mask Ogerpon with Arboliva EX in the deck. So
I can hardly believe it.
We are believers now.
Somehow, some way, Mega Absol beat the grass deck. I didn't watch finals. I didn't have a lot of time last weekend, but did you guys get to watch any of the action? What were some of your takeaways from the results of Mega Absol winning this tournament?
I think my overarching review, and I think how finals went as well, is key to the next format is don't brick off of stamp.
Yeah, for real.
It actually is.
I mean, pretty much everyone on the top tables was all playing Unfair Stamp, and they were almost all playing 4 copies of Meowth, the new supporter that lets you go and get.
They weren't all playing 4 copies. There were some.
I think there are 2 in every list.
Yeah, I mean, there's at least 2. Like, I feel like there's 6 cards in your deck next format that are like you put these in your deck. It's 4 Ultra Ball and 2 Meowth, and then you work from there. And that's just it seems to be what the format was. How much do we think this Meowth card is going to be like the first week the set comes out?
Probably be $20 actually.
Probably more than that, right?
Nah, it can't be. Not 20. I mean, like 10 probably.
Bro, freaking.
What was Fez?
Pokepads are $8. But Fez was $20 when it came out.
I guess it could be. I mean, well, actually,
it's Meowth.
No, well, it's not a special set. So Fez was a special set.
Yeah, Fez.
Since we'll have booster boxes, so I'm probably like 15.
So I think
I honestly could be 20 for Meowth because we're demanding more of them also.
Prices are trending down, but like I think it'll be up there because it's a Meowth and like nobody knows what a Pheasant is.
True.
Everyone knows. Yeah, that's right.
Meow. That's right. But this we saw the Monkey Dory deck, Mega Absol deck play 2 copies of Brock Scouting and 3 copies of Cyrano, like really just trying to find like their Pokemon, right? Because they don't want to play Trolley anymore because there's no Arven in format,
Yeah.
so
Mm.
there is no Turbo Energize. I did see
It's
it's
like
not this
crisp
deck,
and
but I did see some people playing like either the Audino or other ways to like power up their guy quickly.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, even here we're hailing back to a little bit like the Reggie Drago strategy, where we're saying we have this powerful attacker that we're going to use Teal Mask Ogre Pond to help accelerate.
yeah, 4
Um,
energy switch. Yep, yep.
the 4 energy switch plus the 3 crisp spin, just like a lot of ways to just find the energy and a very high count of basic energy as well. So I think a pretty cool innovation on the list. And again, the piece here now is like when you're playing this Meowth, you have a way to find your unfair stamp. And actually, the way that's chosen here is the Meowth to find one of your 2 copies of Cypher Maniac's code breaking. So now you can go and draw into your unfair stamp off of that. So just like nice that decks are playing away for this. Some are playing like a Team Rockets Petrol just
Petrol.
to
Yeah.
find the stamp with the Meowth. So but we're getting back to like a Pokemon defined supporter format, which we haven't had for a while. When Luminion rotated, so like this whole past year playing without that has felt a little more interesting, and now getting back this way, especially since like engine pieces are so weak right now. Everyone's like, all right, well, I just got to play me out. Like Parker, what were those decks back in the day that just play like 3 or 4 Tapu Lele to like find Bridget and just like keep chaining everything?
So I mean that was actually Zoroark. So
Yeah.
because you could just trade them away when you don't need them. That was actually like people were like building their Zoroark decks like super weird with all these like weird things, and Tord was just like poor Lele, poor Bridget. And it was just like, oh, you just open Bridget every.
It's so funny. Like towards decks are either like 4 of everything or 1 of everything. Like there's never any between.
pretty much.
So yeah, let's take a look at the second place list here. This is the basically it's a Teal Mask Ogre Pond Meganium deck with a copy of 222 Arboliva EX. For those that don't know, the Arboliva EX is in here basically just to like be Sableye, right? It's essentially to like be Sableye, but you can't spread it evenly that way, right? You got to choose 6 locations to put 2 damage counters. And in this case, it's actually damage, not damage counters, right?
And 20 damage strictly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I assume that Shaman Stonks will go up a little bit here because of this. But yeah, so choose one of your opponent's Pokemon 6 times and put 20 damage on it. So any of those setup decks, those Duskulls, those pesky Duskulls on the bench, yeah, just knock out 2 Duskulls. Right, so pretty neat card inclusion here. What do you guys think about this Meganium Ogerpon Arboliva deck?
Definitely something that was not on my radar.
Yeah, I mean, we knew that Arboliva was neat and that this attack exists. Again, again, when we consider the Japanese tournaments here, our best of 1, you need to kind of lean into some probably more aggressive, turbo-y, high rolly, ways to play as well. In a case like this, you can definitely win games, and before they can even get started, right? If you're able to get that turn 2 Arboliva with your 4 Force of Vitality or Dawn or Bug Catching set to find all the pieces. I mean, again, your opponent gets 1 Dracloak down. Okay, you go put 10 damage on 1 Dracloak and you put 20 damage on another Dreepy. Okay, they evolve that one now. Okay, well now you put 4 damage there to KO it to get, and now you're spreading more damage also, right? Like you can really just like chain these back to back, and really pressuring the board of Dragapult. And for everything else, everything gets one shot by a Teal Mask Ogre Pond, right? With enough energy in Meganium. So I think it's unique to see, and honestly, like I'm excited for like more grass deck stuff in the future.
Is Devolution rotating too?
Yes, Devolution rotates.
Dang, it'd be really good in this deck.
Yeah.
You can play this now, except for no Meowth.
You could actually.
Yeah.
And you get Ionoed a lot.
Yeah, true. I think a takeaway from me from Champions League is the lack of Genesect in these lists. If Unfair Stamp's going to be everywhere, seems like a pretty high value card. Let's take a look at
honestly,
third place.
Probably like a miss of more. I mean, again, I think just a miss of the folks who didn't play it, because like you said, we see how these all look now, and it's like, okay, why would you not play this card?
Right. Yeah, the third place list here. I mean, maybe the tools are a little lacking because
It
there's a
is
lot of
harder to set up, right? You
yeah,
don't
you
have
can't really
Arvin,
you can't
you don't
really
have
find
Town
Arvin.
Store, right? Like finding a tool. I mean, you probably have to naturally play a high tool count just to
Yeah.
find it,
Yeah.
or like play petrol to find your tool, but then like you're playing your supporter to find one tool.
We
And
see
like, what
this
are you
Dragapult
doing?
player here that got third place was playing the Shaman. They are ready for the Arboliva technology. One copy
Two
of Chen
Kangaskhan
Pao.
is the draw. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, but
Yeah.
look at they have Area Zero as Stadium plus Chen Pao to bump
Mhm.
whatever gets damaged.
Yeah, only a 3/3/2 Dragapult.
And we see the clown on the list, Harlequin.
Harlequin appearance. Yeah.
Julius Clefairy in here.
4 Crispin. Jesus, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crispin stocks are definitely up after this tournament, I think. I mean, a lot of decks utilizing Crispin just to cheat that energy into play, power up these powerful attackers that we're used to. Again, you're not playing Neo Upper since you want to play Stamp, so higher Crispin count makes that happen and helps enable Clefairy, which you also need for other Dragapults or for Mega Lucario, which was also a pretty big play at this tournament. So
Yeah, I think it was like I think I saw Lucario was like 13% meta share or something.
yeah, it was second most popular deck. First Dragapult, second Lucario.
And then we only see one in top 16.
There's another one at 14th, but yeah, I mean, again,
Oh,
two
yeah.
decent showing. But again, I think just so many of these decks we saw that were successful were ready for it with Clefairy.
Clefairy.
All right, let's look at some of the more interesting decks. We have a Crustle here at 5th place. This is mostly just a Crustle deck with a little bit of a Articuno stuck in here against Dragapult.
Or against
it's
not,
first
or against
Alakazam.
Alakazam.
Oh, Alakazam tech. Okay, that makes
Mhm.
sense more.
Yeah, you just put it active and these.
They
Yeah,
cry.
man. Yeah.
But yeah, what do you think about Crustle in the next post rotation format? I got 2 copies of Morty's, one's a Rosix.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know if probably good is the word I would have used, but I mean, also we did not mention there's a Pheasantipity, and not Pheasantipity EX, the single prize Pheasantipity with Adrena, what is it? Adrena
Pheromone.
Pheromone. Again, it's a different way to tank. This Pokemon has any dark energy and is damaged by an attack, flip a coin of heads to prevent that damage. So extra ways to just be annoying, in addition to your Crustals, in addition to healing all the damage, in addition to your Cornerstone. So
No, Ice
I mean,
Cream
the
Pop
Pheasant.
is interesting.
Well, I mean, I guess you are eventually getting to enough energy. I think it's just like, ice cream's harder when you don't have a way to find it. You have to commit like 4 spots to it since you don't have Arvin to find it anymore.
Yeah, true.
And you're probably just better off at that point. Like, you want more ways to find supporters or more options. So that Crustle list is funny. I mean, but Gardevoir's gone. People aren't playing Neo Upper and Pult. Maybe Crustle has enough.
I will say it was really refreshing not seeing Gardevoir anywhere.
Where's Goldango and Gardevoir and Charizard?
All right, 8th place, Rockets Honchkrow with Miracle
Wow.
headset. Buy your headsets now, folks. I mean, I've seen a lot of like Tricky Gems testing and a little bit of these results. I think the thing that stood out to me is that like there was one Spite Ops that made top cut, but like I think this seems to be the better Rockets deck compared to Spite Ups. If you want to play Rockets, this seems to be the way to go. This is a new card, Team Rockets Honchkrow, that came out in Ascended Heroes. With a Rocket's Feather attack, you may discard any number of support cards that have Team Rocket in their name from your hand, and it does 60 damage for each one you discard. So you combo that with things like the Miracle Headset to put more back in your hand, do more damage, and those types of things. What do you guys think about Team Rocket's Honchkrow deck?
I mean, it's pretty good. It's basically just like Rapid Strike Balamar, I guess.
Mhm.
I don't know. It's just good. You have 1 attachment attackers, and you hit a lot. Like, seems good, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know for sure if something's here or not. I mean, again, we saw it with the top 8 placement in post rotation tournament. Again, I'm a little worried it's like linear and getting rid of your consistency. Again, the benefit, the problem with playing this right now in a Ascended Heroes format is you getting disrupted all the time. Maybe in a format where you're never getting disrupted and you can just hold the right supporters, or you're getting judged to 4 and you can draw your pieces or draw your Broto stick to find another supporter or whatever it is, then maybe that's enough to come back from. So I do think it's like nice to see a single prize archetype just with some solid performance and solid showing, right? And I do like the Porygon 2 with the R command, with the ignition as a way to come back after you've discarded a lot of those supporters and deal some good damage. So we don't see the Porygon Z. We've seen some lists including that for extra draw, but I think in this format, if you're not getting disrupted as much, maybe it's just fine to just stick with Porygon 2.
And like I said, let's take a look at the Spidops deck. We had 2 of them in Top Cut playing the same 60. 4 Spidops, 2 Mewtwo's, 2 Mimikyus, 2 Articunos. Pretty much some of the same stuff we just saw with the previous Honchkrow deck, but a little more consistent. But I can tell you what, watching Jesse Parker play this today, it's a freaking pile still, man. Like, God. Like, it's just so hard to, like, I don't know why it shouldn't be that hard when you play 4 Transceiver and 4 Lilies, but like he was struggling to set up. But
well, it's funny. I was going to say, the reason he's having so much trouble is he's not playing any Vessel. You got to play Vessel, and like, oh wait, Vessel rotates. So
Vessel
I mean, yeah, because like at least before when you like, I feel like this deck right now is like fairly consistent when you play a high Vessel count. Now it's like consistent at like getting set up, but you lose like after turn. I mean, like the hard part isn't getting set up. The hard part's not getting a Spidops attack off. The hard part is chaining them after getting Iona every turn. So I do like the Lilies. I was starting to think at some point, I was like, I know that like Ariana is good, draw until you have 8, but if you can shuffle draw 8, wouldn't we rather do that? And I'm glad to see that the answer is yes, and you still play enough Ariana that you can find them off your transceivers for when
yeah.
So I don't know. I'm optimistic for this deck. I feel like it could. I feel like it. Sorry, it's less linear than Honchkrow, which makes me like it since you have a few more options and you can still do Mew EX Lily's Clefairy stuff with your Team Rocket's Mimikyu against Dragapult. So I like it for that reason. But yeah, honestly, this is a deck I'm going to give a try in post rotation.
Yeah, I know. If you're playing anywhere where Maddox is when post rotation, is just assume he's playing Spidops for a while. Be
ready. Throwing in that water energy too for the Alakazam. Actually, right. I'm going to attack with.
We got 15th place. We got a Terra Box list we got to take a look at.
How they doing it without Nest Ball?
I mean, we got Terra Orb, bro. We got Terra Orb, 3 copies of Crispin. I mean, really just not a lot of difference in this Terra Box list. But again, the biggest loss for Terra Box was Nest Ball. So you see them playing a couple of copies of Terra Orb. Mm-hmm. What do you guys think about Terra Box in the next format? I mean, if someone has Shaman, I don't know what we're doing against that.
Only 3 Crispins.
I mean, I think to your point, Eric, right? You're definitely betting on them not having Shaman, and I think that's where we're getting the success here. You know, right? You get more consistent with Pokepad and finding your Noctowls, which is good and nice and all. Again, it's just, are you able to run people off the board with Shaman enough? You've played 2 Clefairy, which is good. I'm actually surprised to see no Blood Moon in here. That's actually a little interesting to me. Maybe they're having a fine time attacking with the Terapagos or Mega Kangaskhan. But Bear just being nice and efficient. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, Terra Box seems good again. It keeps all of its engine pieces, right? It just loses Nest Ball, but we have Terra Orb, which is that pseudo replacement. And with more Pokepad, you can find your Noctowls better. And you don't have to use an Ultra Ball for the Noctowl. You can use your Ultra Ball for your EX, or you play the Serrano to find 3 EXs, which, of course, we've seen very popular in the Flareon decks of today. And cool to see that piece coming over into Terra Box and post rotation.
All right, last deck we'll take a look at from the Japan tournament is the Mega Lucario, the best one. Just seems to be a pretty standard Mega Lucario deck.
With 2 Monkey Dory.
2 Monkey Dory, got the Wally's Companion, Compassion.
What is this?
1
I mean, it's a lot of 4 counts. I don't mind it.
Oh, we got Cyclone, bro. The Cyclone it's really like the best? Way out.
I mean, I mean, so I could see it like, say you have 1 Ultra Ball into like Dragapult and you want to see more cards, then like you rip the Carmine potentially, right?
Sure.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
that seems
the Cyclone has to be for Meowth since Turo's rotated, right?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, probably just an option to pick up the Meowth or use Monkey an extra turn.
That way, like, your opponent can't go 3-2-1 is kind of what they're trying to stop here.
Probably, yeah. Force the 3/3.
11 fighting.
Yeah, bro, you gotta draw them cards.
God.
You're
Simple
Carmining
math.
away energy early, of course.
Oh yeah, with the one Carmine, we're Carmining it away early. Come on, bro.
Lepro Cook. Well, actually, I mean, maybe if you go turn on Ultra Ball for the Meowth,
Sure.
then anytime you draw into the Scoop Up Cyclone,
Sure.
that's just you're out like
Sure.
oh cool, find a supporter. Like Scoop Up Cyclone is now
Yeah.
find a supporter.
I could see that, I guess. You
I
go
used to
first,
pick
you're just
two.
like Ultra Ball for Meowth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Carmine's a little better with Meowth. Maybe.
Maybe.
It's good because you're not playing 4, right? That's what Eric means to say.
Correct. Because that card sucks mid game.
It's true.
All right. I do want to real quick. One that did not make top cut. I want to go check out Hull's list. Because their list they played day 2 was kind of cool.
Oh, the
the
like
Jellicent Giant or just Jellicent
Dusknoir. Yeah. Dude, stop tweeting so much. Here it is. All right, so we got the Jellicent Dusknoir. So this is Jellicent Dusknoir Diancie with 1 copy of Meowth, 2 Clefairies, 4 copies of Wondrous Patch to put energies onto your guys, 2 copies of Surfer, which is kind of funny. The Mystery Garden to discard the energies, Ultra Ball. I think the Psychic Energy finds a Pokemon, right?
That's the one you when you attach a Psychic, search your deck for 2 basic Psychic Pokemon, put them on your bench.
That's pretty good.
Broken.
That's pretty good.
Very, very, very broken.
That's very good. So I mean, and I'm not surprised they try to find a way to abuse that. But with a Dusknoir package,
pretty cool.
How are we getting them back? Where's the oh? There's 2 stretchers.
There's 2. No, you don't need to. Just win.
You don't need to. Yeah.
What's the card to the left of the stretchers?
Hourglass.
Bruh. Okay, putting Power Glass on Diancie. Okay.
Diancie, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Surfer to the bench. Wondrous Patch, Papa Nor, push the Diancie active. We're cooking.
That's kind of crazy, actually.
That's crazy. Yeah.
That's kind of curious. I mean, this deck's kind of hot. I mean, he finished with a record of 12-3, and he went 6-2, 6-1 in day 2 with this deck. That's pretty good.
Pretty cool to see.
I think he had to go undefeated to make top cut, and he lost one of the late rounds. Oh, he lost on the stream actually. I didn't watch the game, but I know he got on stream and lost.
Stream game, yeah.
Yeah. So pretty cool deck. This might be something to look out for. 3 copies of Judge. Pretty interesting.
Judge nor it's not Itchy Pollen, the other one.
Yeah.
Frillish.
Yeah, Frillish. What's the attack? Why can't I remember the attack name?
Gloom.
Oceanic Gloom.
Oceanic Gloom, yeah.
Yeah, 4 copies of the new Psychic Energy is crazy too. This deck is hot. I wanted to show it, so I'm glad we got to show it off real quick.
No. It is cool. It's definitely sick.
Anything else to call out from Champions League before we move on to the new cards?
Excited for a rotation. Try out new ways to play the game.
All right. Yeah. Let's look at some new cards on Pokemon proxies. I'm just gonna call out some of the cool ones. The Mega Greninja did get officially revealed. Oh, you want to talk about Beedrill? That shit sucks.
Yeah. No.
It's a stage 2 that's no good.
Oh, we got Forest. We could be hitting 330 for 1 energy.
All right, that's fair. All right, so we got the new Beedrill. It does B Rumble, 110 damage for each Beedrill you have in play, including Beedrill EX. So I'm assuming maybe we get some more Beedrills that could be
useful.
Be useful. So yeah, I mean, I can see some play. I mean, maybe it's all right. 310 HP is pretty good for a stage 2.
Yeah, Pokepad, we got bug catching.
For bug catching set, can we talk about this card for a second? It's almost as bad as Carmine. It's terrible.
Nah.
Dude, that card sucks.
Nah. When you find the 2 Pokemon you need off of it.
Maddox, we're talking about how bad bug catching set is.
It's free. It's free search. You can find stage 2s. You can find energy. You find whatever you want. You just have to draw into it.
Exactly.
Sucks, man. That card.
It's like Great Ball, right? Great Ball is just a Master Ball if you draw the right card, right?
Mm-hmm.
Essentially.
Moving on. Mega Greninja EX. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may discard a water energy from your hand to use this ability and place 6 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. And the Ninja Spinner attack does 120. If you put a water that's attached to the Pokemon, into your hand, it does 200 total. So we've got Dragapult at home. Once Dragapult rotates, you guys
Nah,
think?
it ain't Dragapult. We got
think
Greninja Break and Inteleon VMAX all thrown into one.
Bro,
It's actually just Greninja.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's 200 plus 60,
Yeah.
True, yeah.
but it's only
Wait,
on
is
one
it-
Pokemon.
Was Greninja Break's attack the same thing?
Yeah, it was Moonlight Shuriken. You put a water from it back in your hand. It did 80 plus 80.
Jeez.
You're
There's also
lucky they
some.
didn't get Shadow Stitching. Actually, I wish they give it Shadow Stitching.
There's also
at the,
some water support
that's the
cards we'll talk
Frogadier?
about in a little bit.
Shadow Stitching is a one-sided ability lock.
Oh,
The Frogadier is actually very good, by the way. Search your deck for up to 3 Pokemon, reveal them, put in your hand for a single energy.
it's
It ain't
just
water
Kirlia, I guess.
duplicates though.
Yeah, it ain't water duplicates.
I saw the 3 and I was like, "There's no way they did it again." And I was like, "Oh,
Water duplicates, of course, it's like Mirage Step Curly, where you put 3
Onto the
Frogadier onto the
bench.
bench.
That'd be crazy. Floette EX got any playable on this?
I think so."
I mean, yeah, I mean, you pair this with Dusknoir and Patch, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what?
Well, what makes Mega Float really cool is some of the stadium cards that we'll see later that combo very well with this.
So the
That's
Floette
where I think there's
says
the potential.
Eternity Boom, 200 damage for 3 psychic. Search your deck for 4 basic psychic energies. Attach them to your bench Pokemon any way you like. That's pretty good, bro. I mean, RCS V-Star at home.
Arceus V-Star at home.
At home. So
Is it?
I mean, attach 4 energy, do 20 more damage.
For 3 of the same energy on a 3 prizer?
We have an item that puts the energies onto it.
All right.
We don't have to attach double turbo and energy.
True.
Never know. The Gorgeist?
Gorgeist.
yeah.
Gorgeist, Horror Rondo. Attack does 50 more damage for each of your bench Pokemon that have any damage counters on them.
Welcome
was-
back, Sui and Zoroark V-Star.
But worse, but way worse.
Yeah.
They're both pretty bad in fairness.
I mean, at least
So-
the other one you could use an ability to draw cards.
yeah, this one is 1 energy though.
It is one
Um,
energy.
It was double turbo.
But you
Yeah.
only play 4. You can play 59 psychic energies in your deck.
Isn't there an
One
attack
Gorgeist.
that recently came out that puts 30 damage on all of your bench Pokemon?
On all of
Like
your
a
own bench Pokemon.
spoiler.
Yeah.
I mean, there's that what's it called? The Caparajah.
There's that,
Paparaja
but there's something
EX,
else after
like
that.
a
that like,
steel
Yeah, there's a more
It's-
recent one. I forget which one it is, but
we'll probably find it in a little bit.
thought it was
Anyways,
steel.
talk about the water support. Big catch net. Shuffle up to 3 water Pokemon and 3 basic energy from cards from your discard pile into your deck. Broken.
that's
recovery
a pretty
card.
nuts recovery card.
That's really good recovery card.
Especially, I mean, especially since we're losing Super Rod. Like, I mean, you're stuck with Sacred Ash or Energy Recycler, and this is basically just half of that on 1 card. So GLC enjoyers, I mean, this is like
Seriously,
this is
That-
like a nuts recovery card.
that card goes in every water deck immediately. Like, might get banned. It's that good.
If we're banning recovery cards,
Version? Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
All right, let's jump to let's see. AZ's Tranquility. Switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. If you moved a Pokemon EX to your bench, heal 80 damage from it. That's not bad.
seems actually alright.
Yeah.
Olympia.
Yeah, exactly. Or a little bit like Mallow and Lana as well.
But it has to be
Again,
EX
just-
specifically.
Yeah, EX specifically. Yeah, actually, it's neat that it specifies that. I guess in theory, in this format, there aren't a lot of like single prizers that we're attacking that are tanking hits anyways. So maybe unnecessary text there, but I'm sure actually it's probably for Crustle. Let's be real. But I mean, again, like we have another option besides Surfer for like a supporter switch. So we'll like that.
We got the Felipe that is terrible. Attach up to 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile to one of your metal Pokemon.
What do you mean? This is assemble alloy on a supporter.
It's
Well, just play Assemble Alloy.
But you could play it as a supporter without
Anyways,
a useless stage 1 in play.
let's move on to the fun stadium. So I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name
We'll
of
start
this
with
stadium.
Prism Tower.
Okay, so Prism Tower says once during each player's turn, that player may discard 2 cards from their hands, and if they do, draw a card. Pretty good.
pretty good.
Then your deck draws a card.
Yep.
Not too bad.
Okay.
Nice little -1.
And the next one that combos with the Mega Floette, you can only play this card if Prism Tower is in play, and you can play this you can play this card even if Prism Towers play this turn. So first time in a while we see you can play 2 stadiums in one turn. So since I've been playing in Sword and Shield, that hasn't been a thing. Parker, has this been a thing for you, or?
Not in my time.
So it's been a very long time if this ever was a thing. So, anyways, once you put it in play, each Mega Floette EX in play gets plus 150 HP. So that Floette that had 250 HP now has 400. Pretty neat stadium. What do you think, Max? Playable? Not playable?
I mean, I don't know if it's playable yet. I mean, I love to see cool like mechanics like this. And again, it's very like poetic to the game where this Prism Tower has now been taken over by Hyper Rogue Floette. Like so there's like cool pieces there. Again, being able to play 2 stadium, like back-to-back saves in turn to activate this powerful effect. I think it's pretty neat. And I think that's probably their best way of like balancing this and saying, hey, we can't like have just one stadium that adds 150 HP. But now like right, okay, if you could play 4 stadiums that increase your Pokemon 150 HP, then would you? Like, probably. If you could play, like, if you have to play 8 stadiums and they have to be played in a certain order, like, that's where you're losing me a little bit. And I think also, like, we need to see a little more from, like, Floette and, like, what are we powering up? Or is it alone strong enough, like, 200 with 400 HP, like, maybe isn't quite enough? Hard part is just,
powering
like,
up
finding the
Diance's,
2
bro?
stadiums in the right order. But, like, is that enough? Like,
I don't know.
I don't know, Parker. What do you think?
Like I think it just depends on the format. Like if the decks are still playing 1 or 2 stadiums, you probably are good. But if they're still if like stadiums become huge, then
They're probably going to release a psychic Pokemon that's like put 24 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon, however you like, but it costs like 6 energies. Something stupid like that.
some Espeon.
Well, we already got Mega
Deoxys-
Zygarde.
Oh
Yeah,
my
true.
god!
Flip a coin for each Pokemon if heads put 150 on it, right? I'm fighting. Yeah, I don't know.
We got a couple of more special energies. We got the water special energy. Attached to a water Pokemon, it recovers from all special conditions and cannot be affected by special conditions.
Take
Metal,
that, Monkey Dory.
yeah, seriously. The metal one, it's attached to a metal Pokemon, has no retreat costs. So pretty cool special energies. I like those.
Yeah, I like how we're just getting more like powerful special energies again. Like not as powerful as this broken psychic one for whatever reason, but like free retreat. Like I mean, again, like turning all of your metal attachments into like a float stone, like was great. Bubble water, like there are uses to it. There's definitely been better like water support energies over the years, but like these type, like I like seeing these types of energies. Something cool that you can splash into a deck of that type and gain a neat advantage.
Quick sidebar, Maddox. Bubble water energy. Including an epic splash or not?
Well, I mean,
What
like
special
so
condition is there?
They confuse.
yeah, you can get confused
you're
with
right.
Team
Yeah,
Yell Horn or with what's the other one? Or with Technical Machine 01. So if you flip heads, you can get paralyzed.
Kind of cool to be in the deck.
Well, again, like Epic Splash always like toes this line of like good cards and like bad cards, right? So you have like Fighting Fury Belt, which is like a good card, and you have Splash Energy, which is a good card. So then, like, do we need more good water energies, or do we just need like more jank?
Who knows?
Like more coin flips, more Harlequin, perhaps.
More Harlequin for sure. All right, looking through the perfect order cards. Stop me if you see anything good.
Yeah, this should all be the stuff we've like talked through before, right? The Decidueye and the Mega Zygardes down here and all that stuff. So
I think there's a couple more that got released. We talked about Starmie? Yeah, we did, right?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we talked about all these. Okay. Yeah, I think we talked about all these. You're right. Okay. Energy Swatter.
Last ditch catch. Meowth. It's gonna be pretty sick.
Pokepad's coming, baby. It helps on the way.
It's already here. Well, we say here. I don't have any.
Is it in the set?
It is.
Did we look at these guys already? Yeah, we did.
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
All right, cool. Well, that's all the new cards that were revealed during Champions League.
So Pokepad is for sure in our English set, or it's just
Pokepad's for sure in perfect order. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
And we also think it's going to be in our pre-release kits. So help's on the way.
Hopefully.
Mhm.
Hopefully.
I need pre-release kits to be like, hey, pre-release rules are playing 8 Pokepad. I'm like, 2 play sets, let's go. Like I'm chill.
I mean, I just need them to have like just have 4. Just solve the problem for the players. It'd be
They'll give
great.
us 1 to 2 in the pre-release kits.
Yeah, and then the training
Wow.
toolkit in 2027 will have them after there's like 5
2,
sets that come out with
yeah.
it.
I mean, hey, if there's 5 sets come out with Pokepad, I'm fine with that.
Hey, man. Yeah. I'll
Yeah,
say
that's fair.
good.
All right, well, that's going to do it for this week's episode of the Beach Court Podcast. Good luck to everybody competing in Seattle. We'll be rooting for you. I'm excited to watch Azul and Piper on stream again, so that'll be a good time to watch this weekend.
Yeah,
Um,
also see more player
duo.
casters.
What'd you say?
Probably not. It's probably
Probably
Azul and
not,
Chip
yeah.
and
Yeah.
Ethan and Piper just taking their
Yeah.
duos that they've been using this season. But it would be cool as a treat for the players to shove them together once and be like, hey, here's like 2 players casting. But probably out of the same way as why you want someone who's like pretty seasoned, and then maybe in like a future season we'll see some more of them more mixed around as they get more experience. So
Yeah. Anyways, that's going to do it for this week's episode of the Beach Court Podcast. If you enjoyed this content, please press like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let us know what your favorite part of the episode was. And we'll be back next week. We've got a special guest coming on next week, Omnipoke. Talk all things Ascended Heroes format. Get us ready for Houston, Puerto Rico, Orlando, whatever you're going to. We're going to be talking about all things Ascended Heroes with the one and only Omnipoke next week. So make sure you tune in next week. Until then, we'll see you later.
See ya.